Okay. Hello, hi, and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, all over the world. It's Eleanor Grace. I'm with you here on A1R Radio and Moonstruck TV. And we are live, and we will be doing some psychic readings here this evening, this afternoon, this morning. I'm from London, you see, and in London, it is 7 o'clock in the evening. In the US of A, it is around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, depending upon your time zone. And in Australia, we're early morning. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody here. And welcome to the show. I will be talking about your psychic experiences and doing live readings. I mean, I don't know if any of you have seen that before, but when we do a live reading, it's really connecting through to the energy. Don't forget, I'm a long way away. So my only link to my customers is the voice here, this voice box, and the energy that I connect to. I'm a psychic, a medium, a clairvoyant, and I've been doing this job for well over 30 years. So you're in safe hands with me, and I will try to connect on lots of different levels here for you. Clairvoyantly, so we're looking into the future. We want to see what that next big event is that's going to happen. Who is going to be? So very important to you as well. Who do you love? And more importantly, who loves you back? You know, who is there really caring for you and nurturing and being just around? You know, that's what we need to have. Let's have a look at your family, your friends, see where your network is. We can see that as well in the crystal ball. And we also want to connect through to spirit, to those loved ones who have passed over and their souls. Where are they? And can they actually communicate back to us here on this earth? Can they tell us anything at all about themselves or about who they want a message for? And that's the marvelous aspect here of mediumship. I will not know any of you at all and will never have met you before, and yet we can connect to spirit as I'm a medium, and that's exactly what we do. We sit right in the middle of those souls that have passed over and us here on the earth plane. Now, I'm going to be using various different tools here today, let's just say today. And I've got my crystal ball. This one here is the amethyst. I like this one a lot. This is my purple globe. It's a sphere that I use to look into at a lot of heartfelt messages come through the amethyst ball. With the amethyst crystal, it is really important to hold on to your feelings here, those love feelings, those enlightened feelings as well. And friendship, that's what the amethyst is all about. It was, in fact, used to be used by the Romans and was considered to be more precious than the diamond. So a very precious stone indeed. And this was also seen as a stone that would rule the waves. Neptune is the amethyst connection. So we're going to have a look at the amethyst crystal ball here this evening in your reading. Don't forget that. And I will also be using my Victorian cards. These are very British cards, these are. And these are purple and gold. Those very royal colours. And when I take some of these cards, I'm looking at the images here, and this is what tells us exactly where we're going. And we've got Jane in Kent, who is also on the line. Hello there, Jane.
Hello.
Hello, and you're from Kent, and you're through to me, Eleanor Grace, in London, not too far away from you. So, Jane, let's have a look at you. I'm just going to connect using cards here. First of all, I'm going to pull a few of these cards, and then we'll have a little look into the crystal. Let's see what's coming through for you. I feel that there's really quite an exciting time that is ahead, something that you've been planning for, and of course, here in the UK, we're all just, getting used to being able to be free, and then we're on lockdown again. So we've got this stop, start, stop, start. However, Jane, you
That's
are
right.
in for, I know it's awful, isn't it? You are in for an exciting time. Now, you've got a
Okay.
situation here, Jane, where you've got to put your burdens down, and that's exactly what you are doing, being very fait accompli about this and just saying, well, that's it. What can we do? We can't do any more than we have done. And I think that this is
Right.
particularly um, relevant to you here, Jane, because I feel that you're closing a chapter. And this is something that really hasn't got anything to do with external influences like COVID. This is about you saying, I don't want to be like I was anymore. I want to change. So times of change are around you now, Jane. There's a new
That's right.
opportunity that's here. I know, I can see it, I can feel it all around you. And you've also got this wonderful opening. It's a little tiny gap at the moment that I can see, a chink of light that is right behind you here, Jane, but it's opening into a new
Okay.
pathway. This is about your career as well. It's about your status, who you are, what you feel that you excuse me, represent, what it is that you've accumulated here in your life and how you can represent yourself at this time. Now, other people are noticing you, other people are giving you that recognition that you haven't really had. And you're going to be talking romantically, I might add, to somebody very special. So there are some very perfect, intimate moments as well. Now, this is in the mix
Okay.
here of this change that you're going through, and the new plans, the exciting plans that are ahead. Is this somebody who is relatively new in your life, or is it a relationship that's renewed? Because I have this sense of you needing to talk and needing absolutely to say, look, I want to talk this through, and how can we make things better? Is that right? Is that what I'm connecting here
Um,
to you?
well, I know this sounds horrible. I've actually blocked the person that's been in my life for a few years, like 8.5 years, and I've kind of had enough. So it linked in with me when you said I'm closing a chapter. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's closing with him or it could be a new person. I have no idea, but I haven't got anyone around me at the moment.
Okay, I'll tell you what it's
So,
going to be then. You're closing your chapter, Jane. That's what you've got here. And this is where I felt that you just needed to put all of those burdens down, get them offloaded. Job and career and status, they are three very important areas to you. I think it's important for you to be noticed. And this is what the page is bringing you. Early days, chink of light. I can see that pathway growing. Now, this is a romantic card. And this is about renewal of some connection. I think it is your partner of 8.5 years that you will be talking to. It doesn't mean that
okay.
things are getting back, that you're going back to where you were. It doesn't mean that at all. What this is saying to you is that for closure to happen properly, you need here to just get rid of some of these pent up emotions, because just blocking him without this explanation, without this sort of investigation into your feelings, you're never going to close it. It won't close unless you follow this
No.
through. But I don't think it's a very long conversation in saying that you're not going to go war and peace at all. You really are not. Hermit is here,
No.
and this is you. This is you soul searching and you getting yourself into a really good space. Here you are on your own, but you're not isolated, and that's really important because you're not going to feel as though anything is going to go wrong. And I just think that you need a bit of encouragement, but that conversation is there for closure. It doesn't have to be long-winded, but you will, even so, just have that conversation. Then you can close the door. Now, the angels are talking to
Right.
you here, and you've got a yes card that's here. If you can see the screen, this is from the angelic realm and from spirit here, Jane. So there is somebody who wants to come forward. I feel that this is a lady, maybe on your mother's side, a feminine energy that is here. And I want to give you the initial of H. I'd really like Helen or Helena. Do you know that name? Is that somebody for you?
Well, my daughter's mother-in-law was called Helen. She's in spirit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's come in to say hello because it was a distant.
Oh, hi.
She's a nice lady, a nice person, and you've got this angelic feel with her. So she wants to touch you and just sort of give you that spark again and say, look, it's okay. I can see you. I can see your light. Step into it. Shine with that light as well. And don't waste that time. You want to move on, Jane, and that's what you are doing. You're being pushed here from spirit to do that as well, and that's really comforting. It's something that you need to have. I'm just going to have a quick look here into the crystal. This is the amethyst. You are entwined here and quite captivated by life as well, and I love that here about you. You're quite a romantic. I feel that the romantic side of your nature is just going to get the better of you, Jane. You do have an open door. I can see it here right into the middle of the crystal ball, and you've been skating on thin ice, you know, in this relationship for a long time. And I felt really that you wanted to close that door, didn't you? A few times.
That's right.
You've had the courage now, and that I feel is just so important, because for you it is really special for you to be able to just say, I'm not going to, you know, sort of penalize myself anymore. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to now recognize my truth, recognize who I am. Are you thinking of getting a new? Is there a new car? I can see a car here. Is that something that you're going to be doing? Are you getting a new car?
I'd like to, but the funds are not available because my car's a bit clapped out. It's making noises and God knows what else. Oh, yeah.
Maybe that will sort of come to fruition sooner than you think. Be prepared. There's some great deals about, but I do see you in a new car. You're driving yourself forward, and that's really important. So don't forget, you can make things happen. So Jane, lots of encouragement here from the spirit world. There is a gentleman with you as well. He is very bright man. I think that he was your father, or on your father's side here. Is he passed over? Was he very clever? A clever man?
He was very clever. Yeah, very intelligent.
Yeah, he used his mind well, didn't he? You know, he thought about things. He was considerate, and other people, I think, just didn't actually rate him as well as they should have done. You know, they didn't recognize his gifts and his talents as much as they should have done. I've got him very quiet, clever man. He should have really been recognized by the wider society, I think. However, local people in your family know that. And I think that he is pleased to pass down the genes, you know. I think he wants to be very proud of you and further generations, just to see that cleverness comes through, that intelligence shines through. A beautiful, beautiful connection. He's come from a long way, so he's been past a long time. And I think he wants to...
Yeah, that's right.
He just wants to say to you, Jane, that you've got to be careful with your eyes. Are you using drops, or be aware that your eyes might water? I've got stickiness in your eyes. So watch your eyes. Get to the optician, maybe. Maybe that's all that you have to do. But you have a great vision as well for yourself. Look out for the car, and your father and also Helen wishing you well from spirit. So lots of love and light to you, and thank you for coming in. So I've got Marta here in, I think it's Tampa in Pennsylvania. Hello, Marta. Are you with us here on the line?
Yeah.
Hello, Marta. Hi, you're through to Eleanor Grace, and I'm doing live readings here on the show, on my Psychic Destiny show here. I'm from London, and here in London, it's a beautiful day. And oh, I've just dropped a card. And it's sun is shining. When I drop a card, it's just dropped on my knee here, and this is for you. It's the Queen of Pentacles. This is the card that I've just dropped as I was shuffling them and getting into your energy here, Marta. It's money, money, money all the way. And I feel that this is what you are connecting to. Maybe you need some, you want to invest them, you want to get a lot more to be able to complete some of the tasks that are ahead for you. So, yeah, there's a big investment that's coming up. Maybe it's a property or a second property even, but money is going into a property here or a premises, and it's absolutely the right thing for you to do. And money is on your mind. That's the card that I've dropped. Now, at the moment, it may feel as though you're losing that financial sort of gain that was there, that, you know, I've dropped it. So where's it gone? Where's all my money gone? That could well be what you're feeling at the moment. Well, hey, just wait a little while, because it won't be long before all of those coffers are filled again. 8 of Pentacles again here. This August, you will be feeling as though everything is all a lot of opportunity as well to just allow yourself to be very happy. So August is your month here. I feel that there's lots of celebrations in August, and it's a turning point as well here for you, Marta. It would not surprise me at all for you to suddenly decide that you want to move into a different space altogether. I've got you crossing over as well a boundary where there's water there. It's a river, it could be a lake or a big river, but I've got you locating to that area and to be feeling very, very happy next to the water. Does that make sense to you, Marta? Is that what you are actually thinking about doing? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
you're on point.
Okay, brilliant. That's great. That's what we like. We like to have that great connection. So are you planning as well to be there around August time? Because it's so very much a pivotal month. It's like, put everything that you've got into this right now in June and in July, because it's just reaping those benefits in August. It's a lovely, lovely picture, and it's money, money, money all the way. But whatever you put out, whatever you spend, you're going to get it back and more on top. You're a very clever woman, and you need to use that mind here. I'm being told this. Now, can you see this card here? This is just about you transgressing here across the water that I've talked to you about. And this is the next card here for you. And right now, you're on your way. You're in that sort of train of thought where you can see exactly where you want to be, but you're not quite sure if you're ever going to get there. You're not quite sure if you've got the energy or if you've got the motivation, or even if you're allowed. Now, this is what I'm saying to you here today. Don't be dissuaded. You have your plan. Don't let anybody talk you out of this, Marta. Do you have a daughter, Marta? Yeah?
I have 3.
Right, okay. Well, it's one of your daughters that you're talking to, and she sort of wants to cling on to you. She doesn't really quite want you to make this move or to have the freedom to do that. So be aware of that. Be sensitive to what she is trying to do, because she's a lovely, lovely girl and loves you to bits, and really is trying just that little bit of childhood stuff of trying to influence you and stop you from doing what you want to do because she wants you all to herself. I feel that that's a sweet side of her nature, but be aware that you are being given here, that you just need to move and move and move forward. Marta, is there a Catherine in your family or in your ancestral path? People who've passed over?
My boyfriend's family.
Ah, okay.
His grandmother just passed, Catherine.
So Catherine just passed. Okay. She was floating around. That's the best way that I can describe that to you, Marta. And you must pass this on to your boyfriend as well, because this is about you understanding and your boyfriend understanding really quite what happens. And she has ascended. She's gone early. You know, she was quite young, wasn't she, to pass? Catherine was. She's told me her name. She has suddenly found the right way for her to go to her special place, which is her piece of heaven, how we might describe heaven here. She floats a lot, and she's also being joined here. There's two other ladies that are joining her. They've literally got hold of one hand and the other's got hold of the other hand. They're taking her now, but she didn't know where she was for about 7 days. I just want to give you 7. What does that mean to you? What does 7 days mean to you?
I don't know at this moment.
How long ago
7
was
is
it?
my lucky number. I have 7 children. 7 is always with me. But 7 days, I don't know.
Because she's letting you know that she knows that is right, you know, that you're right for her grandson as well. She wants you to be with him. She wants you to really make the best of the opportunities that are coming up for the two of you. And this move is important, Catherine is saying. She wishes so much that she could have stayed with you all. She wanted to do that. But she's also given me that 7. That's a message for you. She knows who you are. She knows where you are. It's not intimidating or threatening in any way. It's just love. That's what I have, this great feeling of love that is around. And let's just have a look here into the amethyst, shall we? I like to use this one, particularly for Catherine. This is now. Let's put this crystal out there for Catherine and for all of those other wonderful souls that have passed really quite recently. Let's just take a moment, because it's an unusual journey that she had, and she wasn't really aware, I don't think, of the fact that she had passed over, that her heart had stopped. She wanted to know a little bit more about what happened. That's what she's been asking me and asking you as well, Marta. But what I've really conveyed to her is that she didn't need to know. It was just her time, and that the two ladies who are now there with her, taking her across to her special place, and that's a golden place. I can see lots and lots of gold dust everywhere here for her. And she's going to sprinkle a little bit of that onto your pathway, giving you all the luck in the world and wanting you to pick it up. Now, do you remember here, Marta, I said to you, the card that I dropped, it was money, money, money all the way, right? So you had the golden pentacles that are in your future path. So you can pick those up now, because you do have that sense of just, you know, who you are, how you are going to manage, how you're going to afford things. And the affordability now in your life is very, very important here to you. And I feel that this is a significant message from Catherine, and that she loved her life. She really did, genuinely did, and misses people, and certainly her grandson too. But it's time for you now to live your life to the full. Don't forget about your daughter. She's just a little bit worried about letting go of you. But your daughters are, fit, young, and healthy, and they will continue to be. Do you have your 2 granddaughters yet? Do you?
What mean? Do I have my 2 granddaughters?
Yeah.
No, I always take care of my grandson. No, I don't have my granddaughters yet.
They're on their way. And that's my message to you. So you've got a lot to look forward to, Marta. And thank you very much for coming in. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Very special messages there from Catherine in spirit, and from, that's my pleasure, and from, all of those other wonderful spirits who've passed over. So don't forget, 2 granddaughters are on their way for you, Marta. Okay, well, we're coming towards the end of my Psychic Destiny show here today on Moonstruck TV. And I hope that's given you just a little bit of a taste, really, as to how proper mediumship works and clairvoyance. And remember, I have no previous contact with anybody here that comes in through the Moonstruck TV and radio show, and my producers will verify that, and as well as all of the other great psychics and mediums that are here across A1R radio and Moonstruck TV. And that's a surprise, isn't it, when we connect to spirit from somebody that we've never met, who is way across the world. What a special, special time that is, and special messages as well. So thank you to Jane, and also thank you to Marta, and all of you. Have a great week, and I will see you here next Tuesday, same place and same time. Quick wave from London, and my name is Eleanor Grace. Bye-bye.